in my closet, in my closet were to be a movie, it would probably be somewhere between Desperately Seeking Susan and those John Hughes movies from the 80s, like Pretty in Pink. Well, clothing helps us to project a sort of interior vision we may have of ourselves out into the world, I suppose. I like to dress simply. I like simple cuts. Sometimes I might show up to work wearing a dress. Sometimes I play around with androgynous clothing. So I'm just as likely to steal a cardigan or a button-up flannel out of my husband's closet on the weekend as I am to just pop on a skirt. I'm somebody who's not absolutely obstinate and defiant, but I definitely like to push boundaries. So I have a lot of tattoos. I've kind of lost count, actually, but they're sort of a mix. The first tattoo I ever got was a memorial tattoo for one of my favorite artists who passed away at a very young age. And being an artist, I just wanted to keep that connection to that person and their work. I often have dreams about foxes, and they always seem to bring, good luck. I'm half Native American, so there's probably some kind of connection there. So that's the story of the fox. Hares just happen to go with foxes, and I've lived all over the country, and so they are kind of like a personal roadmap of me as I've moved around and sort of grown as a person. I saved a t-shirt from the band Sonic Youth. I was a teenager in the early 90s, and I grew up in a really small town in rural Canada. So I grew up on a farm there. And being a somewhat artsy kid, I really liked music, but I knew that there was so much more out there than what I was hearing on the radio. So somehow I encountered this band Sonic Youth, and they sort of opened up the doors to let me know there's more out there. I should also add that I actually stole that shirt from my ex-boyfriend. It was his shirt, and it fit him right, but it's like an XXL shirt, so I must have been just swimming in it as a teenager. It's still big on me now, but so I stole it from my ex-boyfriend, and I'm not ever going to give it back. And as you can see, it's sort of all falling apart. It's got a lot of holes in it, so I don't think I'd wear this out in public. There's some paint stains and things like that on it from art school days too. If I wash it too many more times, it's probably just gonna fall apart. But I'm not gonna get rid of this. Putting that Sonic Youth shirt on, definitely it feels like a wash of nostalgia comes over you. And it's nice to think back to your teenage years. They weren't all good, but there was a struggle, and that shirt kind of captures that struggle of escaping from this tiny small town and sort of getting out into the world and seeing different things and finding a community that was accepting of weird music and making weird art and things like that.